Today's burning hot topic of evolution versus creation is more than ever on the front burner. A ruling by U.S. District Judge John Jones of Pennsylvania in December 2005 dealt a blow to those hoping creationism would be taught along with the theory of evolution in public schools. What's not yet been much explored on the topic of intelligent design is revealing new information that is both shocking and explosive. With me today is Marc Mourier, the author of the newly published book, The Garden of Eden, What Really Happened. Marc, let's start, first of all, by telling everyone why you decided to write this book.
Yes, Marlene. It's really not very complicated. When I picked up the Bible the very first time I looked at Genesis and read the story of Eve, who had eaten an apple and was sentenced to death for having taken a bite of a fruit, I said to myself, is this the type of God I want to follow? This was supposedly a merciful God, a person, or a God, if you will, that loves children, that has compassion, that is good for people. And for him to straight out, let's say, eliminate two people simply because a bite of an apple had been taken, that did not make sense. The punishment simply didn't fit the crime. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of research that you did for this book, a lot of extensive traveling. Tell us about that.
Well, I was invited at one time to come and live in Israel. I worked in a profession that was very different from what I now do, and was invited to visit a number of geological sites, not only in Israel, but also interesting sites, the most interesting ones in Jordan and also in Egypt, in all parts of Egypt. Understanding that the original story that had been perpetrated or had been given to me through the established church, if you will, or the regular church, didn't match, told me I needed to look in further and find out. With the background in that culture, I was able to piece together the pieces one at a time, and today we have a puzzle that makes a lot more sense than when I looked at it for the first time 25 years ago.
Marc, it's a fascinating topic and great research that you've done. You have received raving reviews from some of the toughest critics in the industry. What do you attribute that to?
I think that the directness, Marlene, that has come out of the research and really exposing some of the myths that people have been fed over the years has a lot to do with it. At the same time, we have in this country a very hefty debate these days that addresses the issue of intelligent design, not only for private individuals, but whether it should be taught in public schools or not. A district judge in Pennsylvania just declared that it could not be taught, that creationism and intelligent design, if you will, had to take a backseat to the theories of Darwinism and evolution. I have no problem with Darwinism because I think large portions of the studies has a lot of merit. I do have a problem with the fact that people are not exposed to the third door, which is the intelligent design that is exposed in the Garden of Eden. Once you read it and once you understand it, you will say to yourself, we didn't realize there was another option available out there. And that is a tragedy if it is not being taught.
All right, well, the book is The Garden of Eden, What Really Happened. Marc Mourier, thank you